What is going on YouTube? It is the Ushanka here, and it's another lovely day today in paradise. Alright, well, sorry for not uploading any videos anytime recently, but I've been kind of busy and just haven't had any time to do any of my research. So today I was finally able to get back to my little schedule where I have some time to do some research. And so I've been watching the news and getting my fill up on InfoWars, Drudge Report, Fox News, whatever, what have you. And since it's June, I want to talk about this. I mean, there's some things that are eye openers that I've come across and that I have it's stumbled upon my attention. It is Pride Month for June, and I mean, for me, June, when I think of June, I think of D-Day, June 6, 1944. That's what I think. That's the anniversary of D-Day and the whole, Normandy invasion into France during World War II. That's what I think of when I think of June, the month of June. All right, remembering history where I feel it should be worth. Now, but this is 2019. A lot of people don't know and don't care about that anymore. So it's going to be Pride Month. So for me, big deal. Honestly, I don't care. Go ahead if you want to flaunt around and have your little parades. Go for it. All right, but there are some lines that need to be drawn when you have these Pride Month things that are going on. Okay, and there's a few things that are happening that are totally sick and disgusting. All right. Okay. Now, every company and their mothers are changing their profile pictures, they're changing their statuses, they're changing the colors of their products to celebrate Pride Month. Okay, so that's what they're doing. Okay, they're doing that. All right, so you got Xbox changing their Facebook profile picture. I saw GameStop doing it. Budweiser released I think 6 or 8 special edition Budweiser glasses that are, beer glasses that are colored to, the cis, there's one for cisgender, there's gay, there's transsexual, the different flag colors, I have no idea, to commemorate, the Pride Month, okay? It's just them selling out just so that way, they're doing this because they don't want to have, if they don't do it, then they're going to get called out on it, and they're going to be in the news saying, oh, Budweiser didn't promote anything for Pride Month. They're now issuing a formal apology and will be changing their whole lineup, and they're sincerely sorry. And then there's boycotts and all kinds of things against Budweiser or GameStop or whoever who doesn't, if they didn't change their profile picture. So, everybody has to do it, and it turns into a big effing deal, and that's what it is. All right. So, go ahead, sell out, do whatever you want to do. Honestly, it is not a big deal. I mean, I've heard that there's even people asking for donations. There are certain gay groups or transsexual groups. I have no idea. I think it's transsexuals. I've heard that they're taking donations. It's like, donations for what? What are you taking donations for? Okay, if you're, I understand if you're taking donations for, to fight AIDS or something, or HIV, okay, I understand, all right? There's a reason to do a donation, but they're just doing donations just for donations. Like what? To have the next parade, or to what? What do they need donations for? Is there a community of gays that are diagnosed with cancer and they're, trying to donate money to get them hospitalized and get them treatment? Not that I know of. So, I don't get it. This whole month is getting ridiculous. The more the years drag on, the more ridiculousness I see in this country. And here's where I say the line has been crossed, all right? Now, I don't have one. not Netflix. I'll get to that later in a little bit. But Snapchat just released, I think it was a couple days ago or last week or whatever, about having a filter that says, I think it says this, love has no age limit or something like that, along those lines. Basically saying that it's okay for you, no matter how old you are, that love has no limit and no bounds and no age. You know, like you've heard that saying that, oh, age is just a number. Well, they're associating that, but with love. Okay, like love has no bounds or love has no limit. You know, okay, there's those sayings, but now they're saying the same thing, but love has no limit when it comes to age. All right, basically saying that some 40-year-old guy could come and pick up your 17-year-old daughter and take her to the prom. Okay, that's basically what they're saying, that it's okay for that to happen. And the LGBTQ community is starting to accept the idea of pedophilia into their acronym. Okay, LGBTQP or XYZ, whatever the hell else, million other acronyms they have. It's getting ridiculous at this point. So the big thing on my mind is, I mean, yeah, there's a lot of crazy people out there, and they have their groups where they believe that they're, you know, a lizard person, or they believe that they're in love with their car, and they're literally in love with their car. You know, they like want to get married to it or something, you know. There's legitimately weird ass people out there who believe that they should be identified as something that they're not. Okay, and fine, go ahead, do that, all right? Just you know, have fun with it, you know. Come back to us when you're mature enough to, you know, understand reality here, okay? And you're done LARPing, okay? just you know, go ahead and do what you got to do, all right? Just don't go around trying to change laws to make me understand what the hell you are, all right? If I suspect you're a man or a woman, I'm going to say it. But anyways, so the pedophile thing that's happening now is that they're just starting to be okay with it. Like, they're starting to add it into, like I said, with the acronym. They're starting to bring that in. And it's sickening. It's disgusting. You know, what the hell does pedophilia and being gay or being a tranny have to do with this? You know, it's almost like anything that is not normal, that they don't see, like we see as normal, they see as unnormal, and that needs to change. So we need to have a debate about that, and they need to try and change what in their eyes looks as unnormal or has been too normal for too long, and change it around and make it what they see normal in their eyes. You follow me? It's kind of ridiculous, honestly. So yeah, it's a weird thing, the way that they are, you know, that they're you know, what they're proposing and what they're doing. So Snapchat does that, and you know, kids use that. Kids use Snapchat. Let's be honest. There are probably maybe a million users, over 1 million downloads of people who use the Snapchat app, and they use it, and it's a filter available simply because, well, it's Pride Month. So kids who are living in this century right now, or at their schools, it's saying it's okay to be gay, it's okay to be this, you know, express yourself, you know, it doesn't matter, you know, all this stuff. And, you know, they get the idea that it's really cool to actually, you know, to use this stuff, and like love has no age or no limit, love age limit or whatever. You know, that's basically promoting pedophilia. All right, and that's sick. All right. And the other thing that's happening now is that since it's Pride Month, a lot of shows, a lot of news networks, a lot of social media, movie sites like Netflix, they're promoting the idea of transsexuals being involved with children. Okay, and here's where I'm getting to the Netflix part. Netflix just released a new show where it's about this drag queen dancer who associates himself with children and tries to get them to win, dance competitions and teaching them how to, dance very sexually. And it's kind of like that, what was it, that TLC show with Honey Boo Boo with, the little toddler pageants, where, you got these mothers who are just so, they're like these super soccer moms where they don't take their kids to soccer practice or to, just a simple dance class or karate or Boy Scouts or Girl Scouts. No, these types of moms and these parents, the mom is usually like the dominant one, and the dad's just sort of like, okay, honey, we'll do whatever you want. Where there's like these moms that they were in dance when they were little, and the competition is real. Like they have to win. And it's these moms who come from like suburban areas and liberal towns and cities, and they're like so gung-ho on winning dance competitions for their children that they'll get pissed off at their kids and blame them if they lose. It's like that. That's how they are. And I saw the commercial for this show on Netflix about a transsexual, a drag queen, who is just associating himself with a dance club, and he's the head instructor, and he's teaching these kids how to shake their asses and do this stuff, do this very erotic dancing. And they have little snippets of the parents saying that, oh, this is it, we're in it to win, we don't care if some possible pedophile, is training our children. We trust this person. They're in it for the gold. They don't care who it affects. They don't care who is, they don't care who's, who's around or who's involved. They just want that gold medal. They want that trophy. They want that status. Okay, that's what they want. All right. And so, this is where I'm saying, this whole Pride Month, I get it, but it's stop involving children and stop trying to make it seem like, everybody has to bow down to just the simple fact that you're gay or this or whatever. Because it's getting kind of, it's getting repetitive, It's like, if I'm a company and I don't believe like it goes against my faith or it goes against my beliefs or my religious system, why should companies have to be, thrown under the bus and, not degraded or well, yeah, I guess. Basically thrown down simply because they don't believe in how these people live and how they act. Okay, they have what they call Christian morals or just morals in general. So, there's people out there that there are hardcore Christians and conservatives that just totally do not believe that people should, be gay or the LGBTQ is evil and all that stuff. And I'm pretty sure not everybody there who is involved with that stuff is evil. It's just there are some there who associate themselves with that group, and they just sort of start brainwashing everybody around them, and they just sort of make them think like them, like, they're so radical in their belief system. And so, it turns like just a normal gay guy into like some radical, flaming, hardcore leftist gay LGBTQ person who just will start yelling and shrieking at you for either supporting Trump or being a conservative or being a Christian, and just going crazy over it. They turn people around and they turn them into these crazy nut jobs. I mean, yeah, maybe there's just a gay couple, 2 gay men or 2 gay women, and that's how they are. And then they get involved with these programs and these groups and these parades, and they're so radicalized that they think like President Donald Trump is going to go after them and make it illegal for them to be together. They have this idea, but it's like, that's not the case. Trump has come out and supported, the LGBTQ community, and I don't see how a lot of gay people can be offended by Donald Trump, but yet these companies, these organizations, Netflix, Snapchat, they're all, just conforming to this group. It's just like Black History Month. I get it. Yes, you've had blacks have had oppression. There's always been that type of oppression, but look at this. Just get over it. You got, the African Americans, the blacks in this community, they are free. They are free to go around and do whatever the hell they want to do. They can go. They have the ability to get a job at anywhere they want. They have the ability to. Walk down the street, eat anywhere they want to eat. The ability to, buy anything they want to buy. Talk to whoever they want. Date whoever the hell they want to date. Sit on the bus wherever the hell they want to sit on the bus at. It's like they still act like we're still living in the 1960s in the South, and they're still on the plantation, and they're still, they still believe like, oh, we're still being oppressed. We're being oppressed. That's what they still believe in. And the whites, these white leftists, are like, yeah, that's right. They're still there. They're still being oppressed, and you're so wrong and evil for not believing that they aren't. But again, that's another story for another time. All right, and just to close on that, I have nothing against black people. I've dated a black girl. I listen to gangster rap music. I've been to a couple or 2 or 3 hip hop concerts, seeing Warren G and Ice Cube and everything. So it's like I have total mad respect for the black community. I mean, they're a thing. I have no hate for them. Okay, I literally no hate. All right. Well, like if anybody, if you want to say like, oh well, you're just bowing down to them, it's like, no, I'm not. I just have respect for their music. I have respect for fucking soul food, fucking barbecue, like shit. That's good stuff, And it's a fact. The blacks perfected barbecue, man. And damn, they want to talk about inventions that they made. Holy, don't give me what's his name, George Washington Carver. I don't care about the peanut. I want to meet the men who made barbecue really good, because that stuff is good. All right, and I love barbecue. And honestly, blacks, there are a lot of blacks who do a lot of good in this country. They do a lot of good things. All right. It's ignorant fools who think otherwise and think like, oh, well, they, all they do is this and that. No, there's politicians, there's teachers, there's scientists, I think, what was it? There was the richest black man in America. I think he's worth like $1 billion or something like that. He just offered to pay off every college tuition to a graduating class of 2019. I forget what class it was, but he offered to pay off the tuition to a certain graduating class that I think he was a part of. He was an alumni of, and he paid for their tuition. Okay, and it was going to be like $1 million something, and he offered to do that, and I was like, what? That's crazy. So, you know, blacks aren't on the farm anymore. They're not on the plantation. It's the Democrats who want to keep them there. But anyways, I'm getting off topic here, but I just had to, throw that in because with all these months that we have to make, certain days for, and we have to bow down, and if we don't, then we get called out on it, and we get said, like, oh, how come you're not showing your pride? It's like, well, I don't believe in it. Oh my God, stone him. It's like, we get it. You're not in the closet anymore. It's so accepted now. Why do we need to hear about it all the time? It's like as if they won a war and they have to have a parade for winning that war. It's like, okay, you got your rights, big deal, get over it. It's like, shoot. I mean, do we have parades anymore for do we still have parades for when we defeated the Nazis and when we defeated the Japanese in World War II? No, we don't have those anymore. I mean, yeah, there's probably certain towns that have it, but nowadays it's like, not really. No one does that anymore. Our country doesn't do that, at least. We have like Veterans Day and Memorial Day. But and that's for our veterans, and that's obviously a good thing, to have for that. But anything else, it's like when it's Gay Pride Month or Black History Month or any type of Pride Month or some crap. It's like, okay, good job. I mean, do the Jews have a Jewish History Month, Jewish Pride Month? No, and they don't want one. They don't care to have one. It's like, just forget about it. Stop making everything a big deal based on your race or who you identify as. Just drop it and leave it alone. You should be upset about when they're indoctrinating children and when they're putting children in and involving them in these types of arguments and issues. Like in my last video with the Arthur thing, that thing there right there too. It's like, what the heck is that all about? And so, it's things like that you have to pay attention and draw your attention to, because that's a big issue. Okay, these are kids we're talking about. We're talking about kids here, the future. You got and there's that gay kid, that little gay tranny kid, Desmond or whatever. I think his name's Desmond. He's over there, with these, he's on shows, and he's on these shows with these two gay guys, two 40-year-old men, and he's just sitting in between them, and they're having these conversations. They're talking like, oh my God, like, yes, like this is it, and this is the thing, and oh my God. And there's this little kid just sitting here right now, and they're talking about, like, how to dress like a woman and how sexual I have to be today and all this. It's like, come on, man. There's a kid there. It's a kid. And then I noticed in one of the in the interview, I think it's, if you can find the video on YouTube, I saw it on InfoWars, but InfoWars they pointed this out the other day, where the Desmond dude, he's with these two gay guys, and he's basically they're having like a little Q&A or a talk session or whatever, and basically he's just like sitting there, and on the back there's a picture, a painting on the wall. You can't see the painting, but you can just see like the bottom two corners of it. And in writing on this painting, it says Renadol or Remedol, I can't remember. But basically, it's the date rape drug. It's like a date rape drug where it drugs you up and you're just like all woozy. You're just like, ooh, yeah. So it's like they have these two gay guys promoting a date rape drug with children on a wall. There's sort of like a little subliminal message there. You know, you're going to see it. You know, a lot of people look at the whole picture now and be like, oh, look at this little thing. They point at the littlest details. And so they point that stuff out. And you notice that, and Alex Jones pointed it out, and it's like, you know, what the heck does you know, date rape drugs and kids have to do with that? Yeah, it's what they want to do. They want to have these little kids, and they want to have that, because already they found two part of the Drag Queen Story Hour, where two of the drag queens were convicted pedophiles. And they had, I think one of them had a warrant for an arrest. And so they could just like hide out. They could just be another person. And that's the other thing, you know, it's like, if you want to be a criminal now, it's like, it's not running away to Mexico. No, it's called putting a fucking wig on and a dress and growing boobs and saying, oh, I'm gay, I'm a transsexual, my name is Lolita, you know. Like that's what they do now. You know, if you want to be a convicted criminal now, go join the LGBTQ community, become a tranny, do Drag Queen Story Out, because apparently you can get away with it, because the only way they found out about this guy is that they actually did like a vetting or something on it. I don't know. Someone wanted him vetted and they found out about it. So, you know, it's like, it's so stupid and crazy, you know, to believe this crap is happening in our country. And so anyways, I would encourage you all to just go and look it up for yourselves, especially if you don't believe it. I'm sorry for the video going on a little bit long. I just had a little bit of a rant today. I felt like, you know, since I haven't made any videos in a while, I figured I could just, you know, do like one big one, and maybe, you know, maybe do this one for maybe a day or two, and put up another one. Give you guys enough time to watch it in halves or something. I don't know. Hopefully I wasn't too boring. But I mean, it is kind of boring, you know, just watching a guy in a truck with a steering wheel go in front of the camera every now and then. But, you know, so anyways, yeah, so I guess that's all I really have to say about that. I mean, the whole Pride Month, I don't care for it. I'm not a big fan of it. You know, I'm not talking crap about it, but it's like, just, you know, do you really need a parade? Because then you make everything has to be rainbows. Everything has to be associated with gay, and everything has to, it's like, you know, when you hear too much of something, it gets kind of old, you know, it gets, like, you can only take so much of it. I mean, that's like eating Mexican food every day, or eating pizza every day, you know? You just, okay, it's there. I'm being exposed to it, alright, big deal. Alright, so, but it's like, you know, come on, you know, it's like, you have to, you know, in my faith, as a Christian, I had a faith belief, like, I believe that there's a God, you know, for Christianity and all that. Is it wrong? Yes. I believe it's not. I believe it's wrong. I don't believe it's right. I believe that, you know, it's you know, it's in the Bible. God says marriage between a man and a woman. You know, that's it. That's how love was supposed to be, and that's how society is supposed to be. But, you know, 2019 in America has turned into a bit of a Sodom and Gomorrah, and it's getting out of hand now, especially with all the kids. Because before it was just like just coming out as gay. Like, that was, I mean, yeah, you heard about, like, in the 90s, you heard about, you know, people dressing up as women, you know, and that was weird. And, you know, you heard about, you know, guys being gay or women being gay and all that stuff. And, you know, yeah, that was it. You know, that was, whoa, you know, back in the day, yeah. All right, but now it's like, okay, you're gay, you're either a gay man, you're either a gay woman, you're a transsexual, or now it's like, are you a pedophile? Are you this? Are you that? Are you cisgender? Are you asexual? Are you, I don't know, you know, what are you? So there's all these different identities now. It's just gotten out of hand, and it's like, well, if I want to be this today, I'm gonna be this. You know, it's not like I'm gay. It's not about loving the same sex. It's now beyond that, and it's gotten weirder and grosser and more disturbing over the years. And I feel like it's going to get more that way. And again, I'm not saying I hate these people or I despise them, but it's getting to the point now to where you have to call it out because they're associating children with it. And they're trying to get children to jump on board with this stuff. And it's sick. Honestly, it's disgusting, all right? You go and do whatever the hell you want to do. Be whatever you want to be. When you start bringing in 5-year-olds and start introducing it into their school curriculums and all that stuff, that's where you got to be called out, and you got to say, you know what, you need to get the hell out of here, because your mentality is not right. Okay, you want to go ahead and preach that to other people your age or people older than you, then you go for it. Go and do it. But you leave the kids the hell alone, because it's disgusting. It's weird. It is wrong on so many levels, and those people should be ashamed of themselves. All right. So, anyways, guys, I'm sorry that the video went on for this long, but maybe I'll release another one tomorrow or maybe later today, depending on how I feel. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to make a pretty long video right now, just so that way I can make up for the past few days or a week that I haven't made a video for you guys in a while about. So anyways, like, subscribe. I will leave my Twitter down. I haven't had any subscribers yet, so I had 10, but now I have 9. So it's like, honestly, I might not even leave the Twitter. You can check out my other videos, because Twitter, it's whatever. No one's gonna follow me there anyways. But like, dislike, subscribe, share, whatever. It's up to you guys. The whole point is just to get the word out there. Go to Infowars.com to check out their products. Check out Alex Jones. Again, look past all the craziness and just really listen to what he has to say. Or if you're an early bird, David Knight, or if you're kind of working in the afternoon, check out Owen Schroyer. Get the app on the App Store, Google Maps, the Google Play Store. Get that there. And yeah, so just we'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, take care.